Now we're going to take this and kind of add some detail to it. So click on your top one, hit Command Z, hold your Command key down and click on the rest of them. Make sure you select all of them, because we want to do the same thing to everything. Right click, format object, that way you can see what you're doing. You can adjust all of your little parameters here, your width, and as you see, the higher your point goes up, your font point, it changes the how that looks. Yeah, that's the technical term. Okay, then you can adjust the height, because you don't want it just kind of looking funny, but you want it enough that people can tell what, there's been something done. Okay, depth and surface, it's on the 3D format. You were just here, you click depth and surface, it's on warm matte. You can adjust this here and kind of play around with it, try to see one that looks the best. See, I like that personally, so I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna say OK. Now when you look at it, it kind of looks funny because everything's kind of, these are on the outside and it just looks wrong. So you click on it, you can right click or whatever, go to arrange, send backwards. Another way to do this is right here, send backwards, and you just keep clicking send backwards until it gets behind everything. See, it just dropped back there. Now select the next one, send backwards, and that should be it. Okay, so it's on top here, and that's behind it. We'll look at that now. That looks pretty good. So we'll click here, do the same thing. Let's see. Okay, so look at that. But now you have some more options. You can actually go back, select all of these again, and then maybe move it up a little bit because it wasn't quite in the right place. And format. You can adjust your fill here if you think it needs, to be gray or whatever. Another thing to do with that is go to effects, go to shadow, inner shadow, like that. Go to options, and then you can play with it. That's what we have so far. It kind of looks, I don't know, a little wonky. One problem I do see is you have to kind of watch your shadowing and see the angles. Well, this one right here, it doesn't match that. It's showing that your shadow's on top. So you select it, right click, format shape, come over here, 3D format, depth and surface, and then you can take this and just kind of flip it and make it match. Just a little bitty things that kind of, helps. So you have this done. Go to File, Save as Pictures. Right here, you're just going to make sure you designate it correctly so it's easier to find. And we're going to say this is background. Okay. Desktop, JPEG. Make sure it's a JPEG file or a PNG, or, well, one of those two is really good. Otherwise, it gets kind of iffy. So save it, It'll say it saved it in separate file, blah blah blah.